Hello, my name is Shadley, welcome back for another episode of richest in SRU Ultimate, and in previous episode we were dealing a lot of stuff with the Russians, and I've actually managed to do a bit more deal. Oh wow. What are these ships doing in here? Well, there's at least a British ship there, there's a... Oh, these might be ships that the Russian have sold. That might be it. Oh, something like that, I don't know. But yeah, but we got everything else but the formal alliance with the Russians now, in terms of the deals. Like, only the formal alliance, but they don't want to do that one. But that's alright, at least we can see them. We got a mutual defense pact and all that. And I think at this stage, since Russia, I mean, they might not really help us if we are in a war. I think it's time to start supporting opposition in Angola, and then we'll just have a quick look at the insurgency funding. It should be about 50%. So we should be alright. Now we have, in the meanwhile, I've done another time skip here, so that probably shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, but we got a little bit of extra manpower workforce available again. So I think what we're going to do is, because we're running a bit low on oil, and not too low yet, but I think it might be worthwhile getting at least one oil... Oh, crap. I forgot that you don't use keyboard in this. Or rather, you don't use the WASD for moving around. The arrow keys, on the other hand, do work. We have diplomatic deal incoming. I think... Well, we could build it here. That would be relatively close to the... Well, actually, I don't think there is a port there yet. No, we'll build one there. First one to build something else there. Or one more thing in there, and then we'll get a port in. But yeah, we'll just start building it there. It's probably going to cost a fair bit, and likely it's going to take most of the remaining... Oh! USA is buying more metal ore from us. They started buying a lot of it. Also, our money has increased quite a bit, partially because we built yet another consumer goods factory. I believe, yeah, we built it in here. So we now produce quite a bit of extra again. About half of what we produce is extra. And we're still selling with a pretty good profit margin, all things considered. So yeah, that has given us a lot of money from the trade. Of course, now that we... Oh, right, yeah, we were starting building, so that costs a fair bit. And now that we are constructing things, we are using a bit of extra industrial goods. It means that we don't get money from selling that, but that's honestly still alright. I could technically get the engineers. So we got already a couple groups of elite guards. Let's get this engineer group down. Well, actually, you know what? We'll just let it be. It shouldn't take too long. Well, the Oceanic Complex is going to take 35 days, and then 116 for the other one. I think the Oceanic Complex is probably the more expensive one over here. But yeah, all things considered, not too bad. We could actually buy some more tech from them. And I'm thinking about maybe buying the synthetic fuel plant. I'm not entirely sure how much we'll be getting fuel from the plant, but for example, one of these oil derricks would be 4 times what a biofuel facility would cost, or rather produce. I don't know about the cost exactly, like how much more it would cost to build. But anyway, like that is why we're building the derrick instead. But let's go ahead and buy the... Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, they got the synthetic fuel plant, and now with our very good relations, we actually save a lot of the money buying these things from Russia. And I'm pretty sure that they will accept that without any bigger problems. So yeah, we paid 2.6... Oh, crap. USA was buying more metal ore from us. Alright then. But yes, the Russians... the Russians do have all sorts of things in here. We could actually buy that... Actually, no, I think we would buy the T-72M, not the M1, from the Russians. Oh, I suppose we could check. As a tank design. Yeah, the T-72M. I mean, the T-64 would also be a bit better than the T-55s that we currently have. But, like, the difference isn't necessarily that great. And we could also get the BTRs. But I think we might wait a little bit longer before we buy those units, like maybe get the next tier or something like that. We are about to, well, about a month away from getting the upgraded coal generation, which we do have a couple coal power plants. Although, actually, how many do we have in total? I haven't really increased the electricity production yet. Well, that is something that I should do. Okay, so we've got 4 coal power plants. So that's not too bad. And both of you want... Oh, well, you're actually not buying a lot of metal ores, but you're buying them for a long while. Speaking of metal ores, how much do we have in storage? Not much. And we're still selling a decent chunk of that. Now, how is the unemployment doing now? It's back to 3%, so we probably shouldn't be building any more than that. Not for the time being, anyway. So we are training more elite guards. I mean, these will be good in urban combat, so that's kind of why we're getting them. And then we have a second group of tanks underway over here, which might be... Yeah, it's still missing 2 tank units. Or I think it's like 2 tank battalions or something like that. And after that... Oh, wait, no. Did we just complete it? Yeah, I did. Alright then. So we just started the last one. So these are the T-55s. They're not necessarily all that great. Like the T-64s would actually have much higher damage on hard targets, but like it's still gonna be at least something. The problem is that first, if we are at war against Angola, for example, actually let's have a look. How much do we spend? 15 million. Probably don't need to be funding that much. You know what? I'm gonna pause for a moment. Get this all the way down, and then get like 2.8 million in there, which is about the same as government support over there. So that should be okay-ish. I mean, it's gonna give us a bit of war justification against Angola, but also it will provoke them, which might mean that they will attack us. In which case we might have a chance, although we may want to get some more garrisons over here. I built another emplacement down here. I don't remember if I did that in the previous episode or between the episodes, to be fair. But we built that. We got 2 groups of... No, I think 3 groups of artillery now. Yeah, we got 3 groups of artillery on the border here. You want to buy some rubber? Speaking of rubber, we are actually running a bit low on the production. Or like we're using so much right now. And that's causing some problems. Although I think we are still okay. But eventually we may need to build some more rubber plantations, which would hopefully lower the cost of production, but I'm not entirely sure that it will. But first we'll get the coal generation. It's going to be 15% upgrade. Not entirely sure if... Well, it's probably going to be 15% from the original value, which I don't remember what it is. I'm not entirely sure if I've ever figured that one out. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit. You can be sent there, so we'll have a total of 7 here. We have sank a couple of the merchant marines going through here into Congo. The other Congo, that is. But yeah, not too much action has been going on in here. But I do hope to get those kind of sorted out. Over here we might want to put in... I mean, we don't have any garrisons here. So let's put a couple units at least there. Over there we already got 3. I'm just going to make those into 5. And then over here we got a little bit troops plus some garrisons, so that should be enough to actually defend that side. Now I have a feeling that we may need to put in troops into some crossroads over here as well. And then defend the border over here, which we are already kind of doing, but I'm just going to add in a bit more garrisons. Just in case. That is in case the Angola has some troops over here, for example. They won't get through that border. They might get through here, although it's probably going to be very far from supply depots. And I'm not entirely sure if the troops really have river crossing. Oh, you're buying 9,000 tons of consumer goods. You're offering quite a bit of money. You're actually offering more than requesting, so I suppose that's alright. Although how much do we have left over? Well, still got 63,000. And we are saving, what, about 2%. So not that much, all things considered. But, you know, the more that we sell, the more money we'll have. And considering that that is kind of the point of this series, I suppose it's alright. Now, the coal generation, yeah, it's just about a week away. Pharmacology is, well, 1.5 months. Medical research 2 is also 1.5 months. And then the industrial fuel cell refit, which is going to reduce the petrol demand. Ooh, actually. Once we get that, we don't necessarily need that much petroleum, so, well, I mean, it still sells for pretty good profit. So, building the derrick is probably not a bad idea. But then we are going to have to start getting more electricity, because right now we are running a bit low on that. Now, for that, we do actually have a few options. Electricity is a bit expensive to make right now, but for example, we could make hydro plants somewhere over there. Or along the river here. We already got a little bit over there. Oh, we could build one here. Probably wouldn't be that much production, but I suppose we could utilize that. Do we have... Yeah, we got elite cars there. Right, so we got the coal generation done. What did we start doing now? We have also been doing some of the unit research, like unlocking some of the stuff. For example, we did unlock now the recon unit, the ACR1, which isn't all... Well, I mean, it's okay. It's better than the motorcycle recon or the cavalry recon. But beyond that, it's not particularly great. Then we also unlocked the VH104 and BHA Foxhole. And did we unlock anything else? The heavy transport or heavy supply trucks? The air defense we may... No, actually, we started with that one. And artillery, I don't think we've unlocked anything new. Although that reminds me, do we have any units in there that would be useful? I think we want to have something that has at least 41 kilometer radius or range. And there's none in there, so... Well, that solves one issue. Now we started researching the high-speed rail infrastructure, which is going to reduce the infrastructure cost and increase the rating, which means that we can then maybe even lower the funding on there a little bit, but that's going to take about 9 months to research. And yes, we are still supporting Russia, and over here we probably have pretty bad relations with Angola already. Yeah, they got 70% war support, we also got over 70%. I don't think we are quite ready to start a war. Like, if they attack us, we might be able to defend. But at the same time, I should probably be somewhat careful with that, because it can end up really badly. Another enemy that we could take out first is the other Congo, which is kind of hostile towards us right now. Austria and Bhutan are allied. There's been a lot of random alliances going on during this, though. Or during the time script that we had before this particular episode, and we got a labor shortage again. I mean, it's not too bad. The oceanic complex is already completed, and now the oil derrick is being constructed, which is still costing a decent bit. Although we are making money every now and then, and our GDP per capita is almost 3,000. I think while at the start of this session, it was 2,700, or start of this episode, so it has gone up a lot. Of course, more people are employed, so they are earning a bit more money and all that sort of stuff, so it kind of makes sense. And I see it's fluctuating a little bit. Or is it? Hold on a minute. No, it is growing. I mean, at the same time, the inflation has been quite massive. So there's that. The population is now 71.6 million. So eventually we'll probably hit something like 100 million, especially if we take out Angola. I'm pretty sure that they have a relatively high population. Well, 13 million there. The other Congo has 4. So if we take those, that's already going to get us pretty close to 100. Well, I mean, it's going to be around 90 million first. But yeah. Slowly but surely. And if we were to conquer both of those, then we'd have this entire coastline. All the way from there to next to Namibia, which is quite a long coastline actually. But yeah, how is the tank group coming along now? Still missing... Wait, no. It is done. Right, well, let's make that into a group. I might send this down south or somewhere in the center here to kind of provide some help. I mean, you might be able to capture one of those industrial complexes. Probably won't be able to get in there, but like you might be able to help in that region. And then I think the next thing that we do over there is get a couple recon units. We'll get a total of 5 of them. We have got on all... I think we built 5 of the anti-aircraft units. Yeah, the Grumbles. And yeah, I have a feeling that they'll do fairly well. We got 2 missile defense buildings as well. We do not have any radars, do we? Military radar installation. This is probably the old one. or the older complex. So yeah, no, that's an old one. So we haven't unlocked the improved one yet, which probably makes sense. We haven't been focusing on a lot of that sort of stuff yet. Right, so the next thing that is going to start researching rather soon, actually, in about 2 weeks, is the weapons industry advances, then the military production level 4, which both are going to unlock some more things for us to do. And that is going to be, hopefully, I don't know if it's going to unlock any things for us that we could buy from the Russians. I'm sure that there's something, but whether it's worthwhile, I don't know. Not necessarily, but we shall see. Right, Taiwan wants some more metal ore. Sure. And yeah, the unemployment hasn't switched too much. And the GDP per capita has got... It seems like it's going up by $1 per day right now. And, oh right, we're building the hydro plant as well. That's going to take a while. The oil derrick is about a month away. So that one's not too bad. And Jamaica and South Sudan are allied. Oh, interesting. Right, so there's the research center. We're going to have to probably tear down and then rebuild a lot of the factories that Congo and Angola have. Not that it's too bad, like I'm sure that we'll manage it, but it's probably going to take a while, and fair bit of money as well to build it, but sure, we will do it. Right, so we got this elite guard group. I'll keep it in here still, in case there's some ships going through. Oh, speak of the devil. We've got our patrol posts in here. They might shoot someone. Or they might not. We shall see. Right, we got troops here. Sometimes they fire, sometimes they don't. It's a bit random. Oh, there we go. A bit of damage. Probably, yeah, we didn't kill it, unfortunately. The reason why I'm hoping that we actually destroy some of those, just so that we can get some kills on the units so they can get experience. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of troops from Netherlands moving up north. So I wonder what happened there. Okay, there we go. Modern pharmacology. Did that unlock any new research, by the way? Synthetic antibiotics. That would increase healthcare cost and rating up. Doesn't unlock anything. Immunosuppressive drugs. Sure. Russia? How about we do a deal? We'll buy the synthetic antibiotics and probably even that one. It's relatively cheap. 600 million. And there we go. Medical research level 2. So we're going to be researching all 4 of those. We need to figure out something else to put in there. Petrol generation might be okay. Clean coal industrial retrofit. That would reduce the coal power production, but also the pollution levels. Not entirely sure we're going to worry ourselves with the pollution too much. The urban renewal, on the other hand, would be quite good. So that is something that we'll put in there. And then probably something from the warfare. Air Force production 53, sure. Not that we have any plane production in right now. And then we maybe get the upgraded... Oh, right. The upgraded rail system increases the cost, but also increases the infrastructure rating. Nothing in science that we can't buy from the Russians. Technology, well, I mean, there's the... I mean, maybe at some point we'll get the upgraded petrol generation, but right now I don't think it's really required. Ooh, advanced recycled materials. That reduces pollution levels and construction material use out for construction things, and ooh, it does unlock a lot of things. Okay, if they have that, we will buy it, and they do. Russia and Barbados are allied, and Oman and Suriname. Okay, so Russia is getting a lot of alliances. We are spending a lot of cash though, so that's a bit of a problem. Consumer recycling, I suppose. Ooh, timber use goes down. Sure, put that in there. Technology, anything else? No, not yet. Science, not anything new. Over here, there's a little bit... Ooh, basic helicopters. That might be something that we want to buy as well. And labour shortage is still a thing. Not that that's really surprising, in all fairness. Right, so what sort of things should we buy from the Russians if we're doing the tech deals again? Advanced composites. Finished goods ore demand goes down. And composite plant production goes up by 20%. That's actually not bad. Ooh, hold on a minute. Where's the... There's a radar thing. Yeah, that would unlock the new radars. So planar array radars and maybe something else from the Russians. Let's have a look. Technology planar array radar. So let's put that in there. Could get that one. That would increase the healthcare rating. Modern nuclear research, maybe. Anything in the social... Ooh. Finished goods electrical demand goes down. Pollution levels go down. That would be pretty good. What else? Improved radars level 2. We don't necessarily need that one right now. Advanced composites would be fine, but it's also a bit expensive right now, so maybe not yet. There's a lot of ship stuff that we haven't researched. For example, we could just get the submarine design improvements there. And it's going to cost 3 billion for us. So we're going to be dropping close to 20 billion soon. But that's partially because we're building... Well, we're still building that one. And of course, now with the new research that we got, that is going to reduce the electricity usage a little bit. Which means a bit less expenses, hopefully. Or at least, you know, we need to buy less things. There we go. Dairy is completed. So how much do we produce oil? It did go up quite a bit, actually. And Slovakia and Suriname are allied. Okay. Right, so what is the situation with Angola? They still have notional debt level. How much do they have debt? 4 billion? Ah, that's not really that bad. But they almost have that much treasury. Oddly enough. They have pretty good literacy rates. The total army staff is about 100,000. We got 116. But that's not the entire picture, unfortunately. So electricity is now quite massive problem. Right, I mean, we are slowly building up the troops. Oh, there's... Wait, no, that's not USA. That is probably Liberia. Merchant vessel going through. We're not shooting at it right now, at least. But we might get this troop into... Stay closer to the front now. I'll just have you go in there. Because I'm pretty sure that soon enough there's going to be some combat. Oh, actually. No, you're not going to go in there. You get over here. Oh, right, and we got the combat engineers there. I suppose we could move these in. They were building up some power plants there, if I remember correctly. No, they were not. Then why were these here? I keep forgetting things. But yeah, we'll also get the engineers here so we can get maybe the hydropower plant completed sooner. Not entirely sure how much it's going to help, but we'll see. And you want to buy consumer goods. That is actually quite a bit of total amount. It's like, well, it's 9,000, so I think we got that. Sure. It's also a lot of money. So, it's not all bad. Right, then we might want to reduce... Well, healthcare rating is pretty good. And having it relatively high is not bad, but the problem is that it's... Actually, what is costing us the most? Social services are costing us 300 million. That's around 40% of our total expenses. More alliances in the meanwhile. Still worker shortage. Alright then. I mean, at least we got the oil derrick there right now, and we're not really running... Oh! I think we destroyed that ship there, or maybe they landed the troops over there and we can't see them. That might also be a possibility. Right, so you want to buy another 9,000 tons of consumer goods total. So everyone wants my consumer goods. I mean, not that that's a bad thing. And we got the tanks there. Have we got any of the scouts done yet? We have got on 2. Let's go ahead and get one at least for the river over here. So we can kind of see it, because we got the artillery in here. We'll also get one of them maybe down here somewhere. Provide a bit of vision. You want to buy another 9,000? Oh wow. Nigeria has a lot of cash. I'll gladly take some of that. Because they are one of the richest countries right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the second richest. We are in the, I'd say, top 10. Yeah, we're like what, number 9? Or number 10? We're number 10. Okay, but we are in the top 10 in the most rich countries. Of course, we have spent a lot of money, so we were probably a bit higher in the list there. But yeah, we may need to start figuring out some things to maybe reduce in the total spending. Law enforcement is still pretty good. We don't want to lower that too much, because if and when we capture places, then that's going to cause some problems if we don't have 100% or close to 100% law enforcement rating. It means that there's some partisans forming up and that sort of stuff. Infrastructure funding, we can't really reduce much. Environment isn't all that much. Family subsidies isn't all that much. Culture is quite small, so it's mostly... Healthcare is probably the biggest one. Yeah, healthcare is the biggest one by far. It's as much as education and infrastructure combined. So we may want to reduce the healthcare funding a tiny bit. We've gotten a lot of texts recently that should be increasing the rating still. Or at least have increased the rating a little bit. So if we pause for a quick moment, reduce the funding to like, I don't know, about 5 million. That shouldn't be too bad. That's also going to reduce the amount of workers that we have in there, which means that the workforce is available for factories and that sort of stuff. However, we seem to be out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.